about the sheer concentration of these solar farms in some parts of England. Solar schemes are totaling 13,000 acres within a 6-mile radius of the small town of Gainsborough. Now, Madam Deputy Speaker, can I have some visual help, please? As you can see, loads of solar farms around. The Secretary of State has approved, in fact, he approves these projects immediately. They just go through his desk within a week. The cumulative effect of these solar installations is colossal in one small area, with numerous sites proposed and accepted in Lincolnshire. But I say this to the Minister, can you just concentrate on what I'm just saying for a moment, all right? It's terribly important. We're not arguing against solar farms. All we beg him to do is take them together. We can't have all these separate public inquiries. We've got to look at the 13,000 acres all over Gainsborough. Isn't that a fair point? Because otherwise it's totally unfair on a particular area. And that's the only point we're making. It's all done on a cheat, on a so-called national infrastructure project, which was a device brought in by Tony Blair for nuclear power stations and that sort of installation. They are bypassing local democracy. That's what's so unfair, and that's why people feel disenfranchised in certain parts of England. I agree, if you take it all over the country, if you distribute it, as the Honourable Gentleman said fairly, there'd be no argument. The fact that they're concentrating it so much in one small area of England, that of course leads me on to the point of whether these are really an efficient way of actually achieving green energy. First of all, let's look at solar power is land intensive, 200 times more land needed compared to gas, inefficient during winter or cloudy periods. There's the environmental and safety issues. Placing battery energy storage systems in each field raises safety risks due to potential thermal runaway incidents. There's inadequate planning to provide water for firefighting in these fields. There's the economic and community concerns, for instance, the negative impact on local tourism with a visual impact, the lack of community benefits from large-scale solar projects compared to traditional local decision-making. And I make the point again about the national infrastructure point. There's the social and ethical concerns, the possible connections between project stakeholders and forced labour in China. I would like to have reassurances from the Minister. Solar installations would take over good agricultural land, vital for Lincolnshire's role as a breadbasket of England. 15% of regional farmland could be lost, undermining local agriculture, which is crucial for food security and sustainable farming. In conclusion, covering our countryside with solar energy installations is environmentally harmful, economically unsustainable, a threat to food security, damaging to local agriculture and tourism. Local opposition is widespread and strong, with the harms outweighing the benefits. The part of this net zero craze that provides poor global value for money. It costs the UK taxpayer billions. Madam Deputy Speaker, these applications should be taken in the round and, if necessary, refused.